Hello and welcome. Oh my God, we're all just very giddy right now. Hello, my name is I'm Tyler. Welcome to WD20's inaugural episode of the Queen's Congress and the Trial of Monsters. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm all giggly right now because we've been looking forward to this for a while. I'm also sorry if things are a little off kilter, but I wanted to open up tonight by welcoming you. This channel is brought to you by Wellijuana. If you haven't checked them out, they are us basically. Check out twitch.tv/Wellijuana for more information, Instagram and Twitter. But we are a happy, fun group of gaming individuals. The ones that you'll see tonight, at least other one that you'll see tonight besides myself, is the Dungeon Master for a game that I've been playing for several months now, and we just recently decided to go live. So even though it may not have been the most opportune time, but we're gonna make it work anyway. But that's what tonight is all about, is sitting down and talking with our Dungeon Master and having him explain kind of where we are, what we're doing, who we are, to certain degrees. We will say that, also this game and everything WD20 is brought to you by Legendary Games. You can check out more. We'll have more stuff as this gets a little bit more developed, but you can check out more by Googling them, I'm sure. But this game is made up of a bunch of people who just met randomly, essentially on Discord, and we started playing this game coming up on a year ago, going through a couple hiatuses throughout that time. And we just recently decided to go video instead of voice chat, and after that happened, we all kind of looked at each other and said, we need to be on camera together. Or I guess on the internet together. So we decided to jump into it. We are called the Queen's Congress of the Silver Dawn, the guild that is represented in Taldore, which we'll get more into here in just literally like 4 or 5 more seconds. But we are what we are at our heart is a group of people from all around the world, but located all around the United States, who are inching closer to each other as the days go by. So we're really happy to kind of make this connection with ourselves and to be able to share that connection, this chemistry with you guys. And so we're taking this first step forward so that we can all have a really good time and see the kind of fun that we have whenever we're sitting alone on Wednesday nights and playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm going to introduce you to our Dungeon Master, Ryan. He is awesome, but I also wanted to give you just a little tiny disclaimer. Because of the way that we're using our technology and because of the rig that we're using, I don't even know if this is coming through right now, how clear it's coming through, if there's any dropped data or anything. It doesn't say that there's any dropped frames, so I don't know how well it's coming through, but I will tell you that as soon as I switch over to this next scene, there's going to be a little bit of an audio-video delay, and I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix it right now, and I just genuinely wasn't prepared for it. But if you can sit through the audio delay, there's a lot of really interesting information that you're about to learn about some very interesting people and characters and an amazing world, and just the most unfathomable adventure that we've been on so far. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and switch over, and again, slight technical difficulties, but just sit with us through it, and I hope you have a little bit of fun. So, here we are. Once again, I'm B. Tyler. I play the character Dexy Cabal. You can't really see with the... wow, those are really tiny little subtitles down there in this little corner here, but I play a half-elf warlock named Dexy Cabal, so that's what you'll see down there. You can follow me at I'm B. Tyler pretty much everywhere. And here is a very good friend of mine, Ryan. If you want to introduce yourself, oh, sorry, hold on, let me pull you off the mute. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Yes, I am Dungeon Master of this madness that we call a Wednesday game.
In madness, it is.
Madness, it is, with a colorful cast of characters and classes for our Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yes.
We run in Tal'Dorei, as Tyler said, which, for those of you who may not know, was made famous by Matt Mercer and those on Critical Role. We took that world and we made it our own, brought our own story elements, brought our own characters to life in it. And no, I will not be doing any characters made famous by any of them.
We've already asked him a few times if we could hang out with Gilmore, and that's not really going to
no, because I have far too much respect.
Although if a crossover were ever to make its way, whew, what a crossover it would be.
And we've come a very long way if a crossover ever comes.
Yeah. So with that being said, actually, I wanted to kind of open it up. You had mentioned Tal'Dorei. We are running through the continent, created by Matt Mercer, and the time frame currently is set roughly around the same time that their campaign 2 is happening.
Campaign 1 ended, and when campaign 2 started with the Mighty Nine in Wildmount is around the same time frame as the Queen's Congress is running around Tal'Dorei with their own problems.
Lots of problems, and
lots of problems.
That's actually exactly where I'm going to head to next. So
and that's why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. This singular team originally started as 2 teams of roughly like 6 to 8 people each.
It was 12 players total.
Okay.
It was 2 teams of 6 that both were a part of the same guild. We initially started running this as a West Marches style of a game, where each team had gone out to do their own separate missions, but life found a way to intervene, and we've come to having just 1 team of players now. There will not be 12 people playing this game, I assure you.
It would be
madness.
That would be absolute madness. Instead, we, after all of this time, for lack of a better phrase, we came around to the 9, I think, people, including yourself.
9, myself, 8 players.
Right. Which I'm a DM. I include the DM as a player, but right. When you're talking about players at the table, technically, yes, there are 8 people in the Queen's Congress. And I'll let you go ahead and explain it, but I'll open it up. Just kind of, if you wouldn't mind, just kind of tell the first few missions that kind of led to the grand breaking point. I mean, not in so much detail, of course. We have had many sleeps since then. Many sleeps.
Many mishaps, many a mission that have come to this.
Yeah, and drastically. I remember being pulled into, which again you'll get into, but I remember being pulled into chat out of nowhere it was on a Wednesday night because Team B was on Tuesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Team A played on the Tuesday, and then Team B played on a Wednesday.
Right, and so it was the night before we were supposed to play, and and there was just like on Discord at everybody, I need you guys in the general talk or on the table right now, and we most of us jumped in for what we could, and there was like a whole calamity going on, and that was really if broken down into arcs, that was where we are about to become 1 team arc, and it ended shortly. I mean, it ended when we became 1 team, because it was one of the player characters, Aura, got into some trouble which
Oh
again,
yeah, we'll
which
get
again
into
you'll
that.
explain.
We'll
Um,
get to that.
um,
You really say that quite a bit. It's probably one of my go-to phrases is we'll get to that.
we'll get to that. But she was going through some issues, for lack of a better term, and we all basically witnessed this happen on like afterwards, and then from there it was this mission is you guys aren't equipped for it, and then the next one was like you guys you you might want to run away. You're like okay, bye. And then which essentially that like I said, that arc would end with us becoming one team, which was really the end of the hiatus. But that that whole style of everything um, was such a monumental point for us. And
Yeah.
anyway,
So getting into more details about how everything came together was that it started out with when the teams were split, they were sent off on 2 different missions at the start. Team A went up to the mountains to take care of some half ogres that when they found them, they were all entranced by this flame they just stared into.
Right.
Then, coinciding with that, Team B were going after some half-orcs and orcs that were doing the exact same thing, kidnapping people, and when they found them, they were transfixed by flame. Combat hadn't obviously ensued, and once everything had settled, both teams came across the same arcane sigils that were on rocks at these meeting places, which soon began a spiraling downward of chaos and questions that nobody had answers to. And that's where it continued, getting to what happened to one of our players, Aurora, who is our Air Genasi fighter paladin now.
Now paladin.
Now paladin. Recently discovered paladin. Discovered. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
It works. What had happened turned into what was first just a simple smash and clear mission in the mines, turned into a disaster piece of a drow showing up, only seen by Aurora. Got stabbed and then mind controlled.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Spoiler warning.
Well, yeah, you know.
I mean, I know. I know of this drow, but the fact of the matter is, he. Okay,
You haven't. Dexy has not seen him.
No, but
Dexy has heard of him.
Yes, massively. So he likes to pop in unannounced, and also only to those who suck at wisdom saving throws.
Well, yeah. That's been the thread lately.
I'm lucky. I barely eked out. I have my advantage in my wisdom.
No, Dexy's had other problems.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh please.
Yeah.
Oh please.
I think Dexy cannot stand up longer than 5 rounds.
That is so harsh. I'm on fire over here. No, it's true. See, my biggest issues with any of my players or any of my characters have always been across a few campaigns, is that they just they don't stand up long, and they don't do much damage, and so I found out my very first character. I didn't know that my DM was doing. You roll the die. If it's less than the median, you take the median on HP. And so I was like a level 9 sorcerer rogue with 45 fucking HP or something, and everybody else is sitting at like high 70 to 80, 90s and shit. And I'm just like, oh man, I didn't even know that this was a rule, and I'm sitting over here like dying all the time. So that was like that error. Now it's just like, why can't I stay out of danger?
Well, luckily for Dexty, he has a few meat shields that you can rely on.
Well, yeah. Oh man, I really hope we get to a point
where we
meet those crazy bastards.
People. If not,
I think they're watching.
Tonight, if they're watching, hello. One of them's probably at work. But
by now, yeah. Speaking of meat shields, yeah, that one's definitely getting his way to work.
That one's definitely working.
So we went through several of the first missions, and we noticed these sigils, and besides that, everything else was basically Monster Hunter. You know, we were going, we were cleaning up, coming back.
Yeah. So the guild that they're all a part of it's called the Silver Dawn. It is located in Western of this, which is the centermost city in Tal'Dorei, and having it being there has access to everything. They've just been traveling.
Yes.
They've done a lot of traveling. Some in going underwater.
Oh, we're just going to bring that up.
We're going to bring that one up.
So, B. Tyler, the real person, has issues with water. And I'm pretty sure it was our second, if not third mission.
That was your second mission.
Second mission, we're going into, like, deep water, holding your breath, fighting Grix. And it's like...
No, that was the Marrows.
Oh, the Marrows, yeah.
That was the Marrow. The Grix
you were talking about Grix earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
In our other call.
Everybody else.
That was a problem. Like, I literally, like, I've been playing Sea of Thieves lately. You know, for those who don't know, it's a pirating game for Xbox and PC, but I'm not good with water, so it's like, hey, we need you to dive down here and look in this sunken ship for treasure, and I'm like, okay, cool, and then, like, 3 minutes later, it's like, my character starts, and I'm like, I can't do this. Yeah, no. All of that was realized in that one fucking game. I was like, I can't. Calcifer didn't even make it down. He's fire genasi and didn't even. I mean, he tried getting into the water.
He tried.
But it was.
Yep.
So please continue.
So there was that, but what's brought them all really together was the Bullet Brick incident.
Yeah.
Which was when they all found more sigils, but this time they were actually embedded on the skin and on the armor of these creatures, which then led to, when they got back to the guild hall, Knight Commander telling them all, "You're not ready for this alone." And he smashed the two teams together and said, "Bill, we're going to the southernmost city by Roden to help defend the siege." And as you can see, Tyler is already worn out from this. And they've been there for one session. Which brings us to what happened last Wednesday and will lead us into this coming Wednesday.
Well, I think with all due respect, we gotta go back a couple Wednesdays and talk about what happened in Singorn.
What happened in the only really thing of note that happened in Singorn was you guys met new people. You guys grabbed a few NPCs.
New NPCs, geared up, armored up, weaponed up.
You guys geared up.
Where we were not before. Managed to find the
Side note, all of the magical items and weapons that they have, it's all
all homebrew.
Oh, it's all homebrew shit.
Which by homebrew we mean we every Tuesday and Thursday we get Ryan and we cut the top of his head off and we just pour a whole bunch of liquids in his brain and mix it up and then pour it out onto pages and it just makes magic. Yeah.
And it just makes things happen.
Yeah.
A lot of this is just my own rambling off the top of my head. I have my notebooks next to me, but I just haven't been flipping through them.
I mean, your universe is here. Like I mean,
It's all
I
there.
mean here. It is you. You
It's-
are the
it's-
universe.
yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
paper can
right.
only do so much.
And these guys seem to enjoy this game, so I keep it alive.
These
That's
people
right.
being 8 other players, including myself, 7 other players, I guess, from I'm thinking Texas, New York, myself,
Texas,
Michigan.
New York, myself, Pennsylvania, Illinois, if we can get them.
We're just gonna dox everybody real quick. Here's everybody's address. Go check them out.
Yeah, right. Everybody. And go hunt them down.
Yep.
No, we're kidding. Those of you who are watching the part of the game, we're kidding.
They are in the chat room right now. I keep my phone.
Are they really?
My phone
Are they
keeps
screaming
closed.
at us now?
I don't
bet you
know.
they're screaming at us.
Epic gamer moment when hydrophobic. Yes. Very hydrophobic. It's
Mhm.
it's the one. It's like terrassophobia or something. It's like the fear of like deep dark water. But it does just eventually become straight hydrophobia at certain points. I can go in a swimming pool, but I mean I also saw Stranger Things, and I mean there wasn't any water in that swimming pool. But just thinking that there anyway.
Anyways,
How do I log out? This is so funny.
We're getting off tangent.
Of course we are. I was going back through through our chat. Are all the players going to show up tonight?
Potentially.
Yeah.
If not tonight.
I'm just going to call her Pixie. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Besides Aura, but Pixie said that they may pop in. They may get to pop in later, of course. Yes, I'm hydrophobic. Friend is a strong word. This may or may not be the group that I ran a session for when the DM was sick. I don't, unless it was Team A. I don't remember that at all.
I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. So I mean, Pixie remembers. So that's definitely thalassophobia. Thank you, Angelus. You are my hero. Except I also don't like it. So, so let me see here. All I wanted to mention about Singorn is the fact that Dexy, myself, and at least 1 or 2 other. I like to think at one point Gorthok was in danger, but he just like wasn't actually in danger enough to like realize it.
So here's how this went down. Dexy and Aurora and Gorthok were all out drinking that night in Singorn.
Just having a good time. Just on our way to Byroden.
They had stopped on the way to Byroden. They had stopped in Singorn because one of the NPCs told them Singorn is the last bastion of a major city to get supplies and everything that they needed before Byroden. That being said, one night before they left,
we got supplies.
Didn't get supplies. Don't get me wrong. You guys got your supplies. However, we also ate a giant wall of flames.
Yeah, we did. So,
because Gorthok tried to knock on a guild's door that was at 3 in the morning, in game time, everybody being asleep.
Essentially, the way that it happened was, Dexy was there to do karaoke and have some fun. Gorthok got challenged, I believe, by Aurora.
See this look? You'll see this a lot.
Yeah, that right there, you thought the Matt Mercer facepalm was a meme.
Just wait.
Aurora and Gorthok have a drinking contest that goes up to 10 shots before they stop. Dexy, who had been drinking. I think I heard pitter-patter from downstairs. Hello? Dexy, who had been drinking, also while singing, because, karaoke, comes over.
Did you get
Yes.
a hot dog?
Oh my gosh, no, I forgot. He was asleep the whole time. Damn. I knew there was something I forgot. Dexy saw Rourke walk in, who is our tabaxi.
He's the tabaxi paladin vengeance of the Raven Queen. There's about 3 people who worship the Raven Queen in this game.
Hence the name.
Fair warning.
Hence the name. Damn, I feel really bad. Um, so Rourke walks in. Sorry, Rourke walks in and wants to do the drinking contest as well, and goes up against Dexy for 2.5 rounds technically, and before Rourke just passes out completely. And this was getting up until closing time. So
Gorthok carries Rourke back to the inn that they were staying at.
Mm-hmm.
Then Gorthok wandered through town.
Gorthok had business to do. That's all he said. But
Yeah.
Dexy is curious by nature. I don't know about Aurora, but we decided to follow him and figure out what he was up to. He walked up to the guild that we went to earlier to get our new weapons and stuff. Somehow the Obsidian Eagle Guild
The Obsidian Eagles, yeah.
They
are not stupid people.
No.
They have security systems in place. That security system being a giant lith of fireball. That, when they stood there, and I asked them both, are you both still standing on the porch?
Which, I mean...
Because Gorthok stamped off the porch and kept walking, which should, to be fair, should have been a massive hint as to get moving. But no.
It was literally like if rounds take 6 seconds, it was those 6 seconds of we're standing here waiting and thinking and being like, what is he up to before we walk off the thing? But rounds happen in 6 seconds, so.
So.
Surprise round.
Surprise.
So we walked up to talk to Gorthok and see what he was up to, and in seconds, the DM was rolling 10d6 to this fireball, and we did enough damage to technically kill both of us right off the bat. No saving throws, and
fortunately, they have
by the faith of the Raven Queen.
By the faith of the Raven Queen, they actually have fairly powerful allies that they've met.
Yes, we have 5 NPCs, I believe.
You have 5.
5 NPCs. Whom, I mean, we may have 5 still.
Right, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
We will get to that.
So we had that whole thing happen, and we got dragged back to the this okay? So I honestly forgot about everything in the hotel.
Sure.
I honestly did, and Aurora reminded me about it, and I was like, oh shit, no, DM told me to forget, so I forgot.
Yeah, there was a couple of things that had happened.
Did that happen before finding Gorthok, or was that after we got dragged back to the house?
That was after you dragged back, and Gale had brought you both back up.
And we got our point of exhaustion.
And you got your point of exhaustion. And then the both of you decided to keep exploring, because most people, when they get back up from dying, they don't explore. They normally just crash.
They normally just take a nap, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't put 2 points on us, because we just got out of dying.
I should have. However, I'm not that evil.
You said that we weren't allowed to be evil.
I try not to be evil.
You are God. So I'm not even going to go into what happened at the hotel.
That's another time.
It's a completely another time. It didn't happen, as far as anybody knows.
Right.
But we suffered the point of exhaustion. Gale, I do believe, returned to health after healing us.
He did. So a lot of things that I do are homebrewed abilities and things like that. Gale is a shadow monk who has more abilities than the book gives.
Rules is written.
Rules is written. He figured out a way to transfer his own life to those who are dead. And that's what he did. And that's how he brought back both Aurora and Dexy. Leaving him flawless. Leaving him weakened and dying.
Just for the night, though.
Just for the night. After a good nap. He was okay. Just for the night.
Oh, we're about to have some echo. Sorry, you must forgive me. I am doing some very interesting things. I'm trying to get... Oh, son of a B word. I'm going to mute you for just a second. So you guys won't be able to hear Ryan. So you'll just be able to hear me make stupid sounds with my mouth hole while I try to get this logged in. Probably shouldn't say my authorization key outside, because that's how shit gets fucked. Alright, so, you're back.
I am back.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, that's muted, so that's going just fine. We have 10 people watching us right now. Holy shit, hello everybody. I'm B. Tyler, for those of you who are just showing up or just hanging out. I am playing a character in the campaign for... man, I'm just flabbergasted now. Oh my god, it says 14 people now. I need to close this. Anyway. Yep, just let it go. Pixie's doing a good job playing mod. I'll give her mod privileges. That's what I was there to do, but I can't keep looking at the screen. Real quick, the ride from Singorn to Byroden.
Yes.
That was, I mean, the equivalent of a long rest.
Well, not entirely.
Oh, sorry, that's not the question I wanted to ask. Sorry, that was how long was that travel? Like a day and a half.
So that whole travel took about a week and a half.
Okay, from Singorn to Byroden.
From Singorn to Byroden.
Okay, right. I actually remember you mentioning that now, because we had the whole.
It was going to be 2 weeks, however, with some good rolls and a little bit of help from a newfound friend in Clarissa, a Wood Elven Ranger. She guided the party in about a day and a half right through Byroden.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is better than any survival check could ever fucking pull off, so... let's see...
Which brings us now to last Wednesday.
Ooh, hold on. Request from people to explain what's happened so far better. Okay. Okay, so summarizing it in a few sentences, we were a pair of teams that were working for a specific guild in Western Taldore, homebrewed originally by Matt Mercer of Critical Role, homebrewed now by our Dungeon Master Ryan, and these two teams found sigils that led to one specific evident thing happening, which exactly we are about to get into. There were a couple hiccups where the teams could not handle what was going on and in their respective sessions, and had to essentially be told by their boss, the Knight Commander, that the two teams thing is no more. You're going to be one team, and you're going to get this shit taken care of. In that time, they have made a surprising amount of bad decisions. They have found out a surprising amount of information and seen a surprising amount of things that nobody else saw. So, at this point, they most recently, like we were just explaining, were in Singorn, an elven city, stocking up, getting their supplies and everything, meeting new NPCs who were going to help with their cause, and they were making their way to Byroden, the place that we are currently at now, which appears to be facing some conflict.
Oh, yes. So, when they first met Clarissa, the party, told her that they saw a couple of columns of smoke coming from the city. And said, did something burn it down? And she looked at them all and said, yes, we blew it up. to hold on to whatever bastions of securities that they had in Byroden. Now, when they got to Byroden, Larissa jumped off the cart that they are all traveling in and looked at the party and said, "Are you fucking coming? Or am I doing this myself?" Excuse me.
Less.
Woof. Now, party said fine, led by their half-orc vice captain, Gorthok.
Vice Captain Gorthok.
Vice Captain Gorthok. However that happened. Led the charge up to the north end of the city. Larissa went to the eastern front of the city, and the rest of the NPCs went to the western. Battle ensued between the party, a band of orcs, 2 orgs, and I have Ganesh, and a familiar orc war chief that ran away from them at the very beginning of the campaign. Re-showed his face. Dexy, being one of the only surviving members of the original B team, saw the half-orc, instantly recognized, and the half-orc also recognized. Battle had ensued, with Dexy falling once again.
Yeah.
Once again.
Javelin through the chest.
Yep. Only to be brought back up by our half-elven rogue, Twig, who just happened to be close enough by to shove a healing potion down his throat.
Which I'm so glad Twig decided health potion over pulling the javelin out of my chest.
Yes.
Understanding the D&D mechanics versus the real life mechanics is very important.
Especially when you have a couple of medics in the party. Actual people who are medics in life.
Yep.
Anyways.
So.
Gorthok MVP'd the fight. With a moment that can only be described as very interesting, as when an orc swings his great axe and connects to skin, metal scraping against skin should not sound like metal scraping against metal. So, what had been green skin on his forearm now is revealed to be golden dragon scales.
Golden dragon scales. It deserved it. The moment deserved it.
It did.
It deserved it at the time. Because I was like, oh, he had scale mail on the whole time? No.
Legit dragon scales.
Fuck!
To when the second attack had the orc and Gorthok's axes be swung 10 feet away from them, which then led Gorthok to grab the orc by the throat and letting raw arcane energy pulse through the orc, thus killing him. And what I explained to the rest of the party was you just watched a barbarian cast Shocking Grasp.
Which is dope.
Which is crazy. And then, Gorthok, also being MVP'd, one-shotting this war chief, thus ruining my boss fight. However, this is Dungeons and Dragons, and dice tell the story. So it's fine.
This is true.
It is fine.
It is godly.
Yeah. That fight was something.
Something is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I received a javelin through the chest, which I got to pull out of my chest while, 1/3 of the rest of the party was watching, a cinematic happen.
And thus, began to what we said earlier, when you only see this drow if you fail wisdom checks. For the moment.
Which, I mean, I'm kind of okay with, but also at the same time, I'm not okay with, because, I mean, I play Dexy as, like, kind of an absent-minded, meta weirdo, because that's me. But, I mean, he's not dumb. He's got 14 in both intelligence and wisdom. Spoiler alert, I guess. And additions to his saving throws on wisdom. So I mean, he's not dumb. He's just, he's missing some memories and maybe some lessons that he learned at some point. His personality's just a little off, and now he's talking to a patron. So it's no big deal. I'm sure his parents are fine with this.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal when either the party watch this drow just show up out of nowhere, start telling how the world will be rebuilt in the flames of Orcus, and where demons and monsters will reign over the world, and you having no place in this new era, sacrificed all the bodies of the orcs to Orcus.
Yeah, so I didn't get the head of the war chief that had a fucking grudge with me, and neither did Gorthok, for that matter.
Yeah, Gorthok has nothing. The only thing that remain on the battlefield are the armor and weapons of the orcs that were there. Then, after all of that, they decided, because of when joining the Silver Dawn, you are given an amulet, which the party only just recently learned.
This shit.
Which the party just recently learned, you can use said amulet to call not only the guild, but also other members who carry an amulet with them. To be fair,
nobody asked. Nobody asked.
Nobody asked, and nobody tried. So you don't get.
I mean, Dexy probably wouldn't. I mean, Dexy probably would have asked, but that was right after he just kind of like woke up on the road and was like, what? So, I mean, as far as everybody knows, my backstory is still a little ominous, but isn't all
D&D. And like I said, and that brings us to this Wednesday, where the party had called a couple of their NPC friends. Now knowing that they know of them being in trouble, when charging off to the western front of Byroden. And that is where we will pick this up on Wednesday. If there's any questions, I guess, from the chat.
Oh, I guess. Pixie.
If anybody has any.
Pixie, if anybody has questions, send them to me on Discord. We will answer them.
We will definitely answer questions. I got some time. So.
Yeah, ended a little bit quicker than I anticipated. The fact of the matter is like almost a year worth of adventures. Like, I mean, in length, but like, I mean, 8 months essentially. Like there was like a solid amount of time of all this happening, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a full length motion picture that we're about to sit through. And I mean, we got through it in less than an hour, but it's like
they tell me that I DM pretty well for them, so
we're all very proud and impressed to have, impressed by and proud to have Ryan as our DM, and have been, as far as I know. I mean, we've had people that have come through the server and have had one issue or another, we'll say, and I mean, it's one of those things where I'm pretty sure that's what was necessary. Like we had to make it through all that. I think we're actually all better as a group, both in the game and out of game. Now, and that's no hate or disrespect to anybody who was in the game. It's just that certain chemistry works a certain way, and we found the recipe, So it's really exciting to be able to do this and be able to look forward to doing something like this, and pending all of the the technical difficulties, so to speak. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still going to be a fun, amazing thing to, at least for us, experience as players and characters. And I'm hoping for other people to be able to enjoy as an audience, and hoping that will open up to the other campaigns, the ones that I DM, going back live and everything on the new channel and doing all that. Like it's all just, it's a very hopeful, everybody in it together kind of a vibe, and I love it. And hopefully, before long, we'll get a wealthy benefactor to throw some money at us and put us all in a real world house together. And
Yeah, and we'll make this a fucking production.
yeah, I mean, I'd be more than happy to put my film degree to use. More so than I'm doing so now.
Yeah.
But I want to say thank everybody. I thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
And of course, thank you for being here and having the time to hang out and kind of prime the people and whatnot.
And
as
get
far
them
as
ready for the ensuing
the
madness.
onslaught, the 3 episodes of this campaign before campaign 4 starts up prematurely. Guys, we're gonna be pirates. I'll see. Then we got to get everybody in the house together because we got to be able to share the pirate campaign log. So, but no, I'm super excited to be able to do this with you.
Yeah, this is definitely something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and with Tyler's help, and now hopefully with you guys as the audience, spread the word. We'll have fun.
Yeah, and, have fun together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm so excited. I'm like, my mind's like, all right, be sure to hang, stay focused. But like, nope. I'm like sitting here thinking about like, all right, so we need this and this and this and this.
Oh, don't worry. There will be plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And of course, things are going to get better. The audio video delay, the camera glitches and stuff. We'll be able to work through that and get things working. Of course, I'm not working on even remotely as high a quality of a computer as I should be or could be. So once we get certain things figured out, we'll be able to jump in this all together, us as a party and as a new family, the WD20 group, and being able to have a good time together. So again, I guess we'll go ahead and close it out. I don't see anything on Discord. Oh, I didn't hit send. Does anyone want to come say hi? I'm gonna post that in Discord. See if anybody wants to.
There we go. Let's see if anybody shows up.
Just totally fuck up my entire layout and all my filters and shit.
Yep.
We'll have half faces and stuff, but we'll be more than happy to jump in.
Here we go. There's a hit.
Yep. I knew those would be them. All right, so everybody on that side of the camera, just bear with us for just a moment as we figure out what is about to happen. I'm gonna work on some filters and stuff so that this works properly. But they have the link and they're in control now. So all they have to do.
There's one.
This is our resident barberer. Yes!
Yes!
I love it.
Big boys here.
That's why we put...
And
he smashed! He smashed! And he smashed!
And playing our residential half-orc barbarian sorcerer, ladies and gentlemen, Gorthok.
Welcome him to the group.
Gorthok do 4 things now! He also casts!
Just,
Oh, man, I love it. I love it so much.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun being part of this group, too, because we're all different people. We're all from different places in a lot of ways. Both, oh, shit! Oh, I definitely just fucked up the stream. There we go.
And you went dark.
We're all definitely from, different places, different life points and stuff, but it's really cool. Life points. Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, there we go!
You.
Introducing our resident Air Genasi fighter paladin, Phyterlidin, as I don't say ever.
Never say that again.
Don't.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah.
So we're gonna add another bunch of hit points to that guy.
No!
There we
I can
go.
only swing so many times.
There she is.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
Yep. Coming in loud and clear.
So,
Clear, not so loud.
but clear enough.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Glad my hair is so high.
Hi,
So this is Aura.
that's Aura. Aura. We haven't quite figured that one out.
I mean, it's like Talison's Irish accent. It just we're not really sure.
Fuck off. Or
I
not.
mean,
We make fun of you because we love you, and you know that.
oh man, I'm gonna have to do all of this.
Yeah, you go.
I like how it's like Aura, Air Genasi Fighter Paladin, Dexy Cabal, my fucking Twitter handle, and then Gorthok.
in your face, just like my character.
And if you have any questions for any of our,
I'm just freezing.
yeah,
Oh yeah, don't watch the stream. Just watch the.
Don't.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions for Gorthok, I can't read it, so someone's going to have to read
Yeah.
it for me.
So if anybody has any questions for any of our players or myself, feel free. If there's anybody even still watching.
There's 26 people.
There is not
Holy
26.
shit.
There's not 26 people.
Views right now. I think that's about. No, watching now is 12.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi everybody.
Oh, wow.
I'm B. Tyler. I am part of Wellijuana, who hosts WD20, which is what you're watching right now. We are catching. Oh my god, I'm sure it's probably the same 12 to 14 people that were hanging out a little bit ago, and I'm just making a fucking ass of myself for the fourth time. But
Oh man.
thanks for being here. I don't know what to say. I'm cracking up over here. Again, I apologize for all the technical difficulties, but we'll get there.
We'll fix it.
We'll iron it out as we go.
What you
I'm
drinking?
Aurora, the Air Genasi fighter, recently gone fighter Paladin.
Which we can tell that story if you want to go into that.
Story, if you want to.
Going back to a previous story that we stated earlier in the stream of which is referred to as the Bullet incident.
The bullet. Bullet for my Valentine.
No, Tyler.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I forgot this.
No, just no.
I
We've
forgot I was on
established this
camera.
already. No, stop it. You are not playing a bard. Stop it.
Not yet.
Oh, God.
Depends on how fast you kill me.
No, think positive. We are going to be okay. Just hide behind Gorthok.
Just hide behind the door side. So, going back to the Bullet incident. Team A was told by the guild to go check out a set of mines. And they were told there are creatures in there, known as bullets and gricks. Though Team A only ever got as far as the bullets. Now, when they first encountered these bullets, and the glyphs that were carved onto them had one of camouflage. So when they started moving rocks from this collapsed tunnel, they'd pull one, and another one would fall and land perfectly in place. And everybody just stopped and looked at me and was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" I mean, you pick up a rock, another one falls down, and lands perfectly in place.
Yep.
Then somebody got the good idea to kick one of them.
No, didn't I?
You either kicked it or you tried to swing at it with your sword to try to
Swing at it
move it.
with the sword.
Which then turned into boulder shaking. And it opened its eye, and the bullet uncurled itself and walked towards the party. Combat had ensued. I will not give you the gory details of the actual combat, except for this one bit where our residential bard, Miss Evelyn Coy,
Oh, yeah.
swallowed by a bullet. Then they all had to panic to carve her out of the bullet. Yes. I don't know if you've heard this story before.
No, I was unaware of this.
Yes. So this is how this ended. It was at this point now that they had gotten Evelyn out of the bullet. They carved her out. Then they proceeded to carve the glyphs out of the bullet, or off the bullet, I should say. It broke off because it was embedded into the bullet's armor. If anybody's ever seen a picture of a bullet, knows what I'm talking about.
Damn it. I could probably try and pull up a picture. I'm not going to go through the effort.
Try. They carved off the armor of it and took the sigils, shoved it in their bag, and said, okay, let's get going. That was until
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
And everybody knows where this is going at this point.
Yeah, you should, if you've been paying attention.
If you've been paying attention this far, you figured out what happens next. A certain drow showed up, stared at Aurora.
I rolled a nat 1.
This is why all of this happened, because this was a nat 1. He walked towards her. Give me back what is mine. Give me back my honey. You will bring them to me. She said no. As most of you probably would when faced with the big bad. You, of course, told them no. Why would you do that? Well, this one was prepared. He stabbed her. And said, I will. I told them, you cannot give me what is mine. I will take them from you. Pointing at the rest of the party. Aurora had no choice. This came to the will of the drow. Then
It was nothing.
it was not good.
This sounds terrifying. This is the first time I've ever heard any of this shit.
Yeah.
You haven't heard this story either?
No.
Oh no, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Or cultistic warthog, I know that.
What's up?
Yeah.
Rolling. Aura has really bad luck.
We'll get to that. So, they go to Whitestone because the guild tells Team A that there is a certain individual in Whitestone that can help them. Now, here's where we break a little bit of lore. And here's where we break a little bit of, bring in a little bit more homebrew of my own to this. They meet a man. He's a forger. And he likes to make things. He's also the son of the Raven Queen.
He likes to make cool shit.
He has made everybody's gear. And he looked at her and said, what the hell are you doing here? She replied, do you remember what Aurora said to Alexander the first time she met him?
God.
It was along the lines of, I'm fine, I just have, a voice in my head that's...
Okay, that was pretty. Yeah.
Because Evelyn had cast friends on Aurora to try to keep her calm.
Yeah.
And spilled everything out.
Yeah. Everything.
Everything. Everything that happened with the drow, Evelyn knew.
I was going to betray my friends. I was going to give them the ruins. I was going to go off in the time with my friends.
Mm-hmm. But no. Fate has its own rules.
Huh.
For those of you who don't know, the Raven Queen is of fate. She is the goddess of fate. So, Alexander, being the son of the Raven Queen, Fine. John, do you need this much help? Fine. And he revealed his tattoos of celestial meaning, giving him the rights, firstborn of the Raven Queen. Grabbed Aurora by the face and told her, "You're going to meet Mom."
Yes.
And
I met Mom.
And she met Mom. Aurora stood there on a spider web that sprawled out endlessly. A beam of light started at her feet and shot off in different directions, all converging onto one point. The light turned this eerie, dark red, and it shot off in a different direction. Raven Queen came out, telling her that was not the fate that was intended for you. I'm going to give you a choice. You can stay this path, or you can be mine and be one of my champions and bring vengeance to the one who hurt you. And the light came back to where it turned this royal purple, and it shot off in 3 different directions. And I gave Aurora the option. I showed her 3 different visions. One vision of her holding a holy symbol, healing her allies. Another vision of her screaming in a rage, striking down the same drow that brainwashed her. And the final one was her in heavily clad armor, shield out in front, pushing him back and channeling energy through her blade, striking down the drow. And I had told her what those 3 mean was, you have 3 options: cleric, paladin, barbarian zealot. Those were her options, and she became a paladin. And here we are.
Yep. She has no clue what she's doing in Paladin, just like Mattergame.
Oh, speaking of that, though, the name Queen's Congress comes from Congress of Ravens. So the Queen's Ravens. The Raven Queen's Ravens.
Yes.
Is essentially what we went with. Of the Silver Dawn.
Of the Silver Dawn.
Essentially.
Essentially.
Until we outgrow them, because we don't. So, what's...
So,
You sent me messages.
I did.
So, we
20 minutes later.
No, we can go through the characters real quick. I'm sure that our DM knows the classes at least.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I got the classes for everybody.
And hopefully maybe the races also. But we can go through the
Sure. We'll start with who's here.
Yes.
Start with who's here. So, Dexy.
Hi.
Dexy Cabal.
I'm Dexy Cabal. I'm a half elf, hexblade warlock, and not very smart.
Gorthok, as you know, is our half orc, barbarian, recently sorcerer.
You all laughed!
Yes, they did.
We did, but it was like happy laugh.
And
Can you throw a rock or tuck?
oh, let's not get into that story now.
Oh my god!
Can you throw a rock?
Let's not do that. Let's not do this now, shall we? And then Aurora, finally, is our Air Genasi fighter paladin.
Yeah.
We also have Evelyn Coy, who I mentioned before. She is a human lore bard, I believe.
Yes.
And then there is Calcifer Helphus, is our Fire Genasi monk. We also have. Oh god. We also have Almanar Silvershade,
Yes.
who is our half-elf light cleric
Light cleric. Yes.
of the Everlight, I believe.
Yes. Rourke, Light
Rourke,
Claw, previously
Light Claw.
mentioned Tabaxi,
Is
Bengal
our
Tiger
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi. He's a Tabaxi Paladin of Vengeance. Yeah, there's a lot of holy going on in this party.
And that leaves good old Twig Lion.
And that leaves Twig Lionheart, our half-elf rogue assassin.
8 players, 1 DM, 8 total player kills, total party kills. 1 total party kill. Shit, my bad.
No,
I killed a lot, apparently.
I'm trying to remember how many.
No, I'm talking about us dying and like.
I'm trying to go through the list as to who's died. Well, not fully died.
Right.
Well, 2 of you have fully died. Gee, I wonder who that was.
Oops.
I wonder who that was.
The drunks.
Not unconscious. Has been with leads Dexy. Leads Dexy with 4.
Oh God.
Dexy's gone unconscious 4 times throughout the length of this campaign.
Oh, Dexy.
Dexy goes
Come on,
squish.
man.
Dexy goes squish a lot.
I'm a little warlock, short and stout.
So, for those of you who plan on sticking around and you want to have a little bit of fun, let's count how many times Dexy goes unconscious until the campaign ends. Shall
So
we?
now we need a Dexy owned counter.
We need it. Yep. Just like a Krillin pwned counter, we
Yep.
Dexy pwned.
It comes full circle.
It comes full circle. You laughed at Krillin, and now we will laugh at Dexy. That is until Dexy becomes like uber powerful warlock and just like starts
Right.
everybody.
All right, now he's like in between Krill
Well,
and
we'll
Yamcha.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Wow. Definitely making a monk with my next character, guys.
Is he gonna be bald? 6 dots on his forehead?
Yep. Can't be killing Krillin, bro. Oh man. So what else have we gotten into? Shit.
What else? What other madness have we
Oh
gotten?
yeah, you had more questions. You had more stuff for the audience.
Oh yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
newer experienced players? I have been playing for about 2 or 3 years now, tops. This game has been going on for about a year.
Yeah, I've been playing for about 3 years. 2 of those being ADM, so I'm fairly competent.
13 years for me.
Nice. OG.
I've been playing. God, Alex, the salamander person in chat, was the one who actually taught me to play. So I think it's been about 2 years I've been playing.
Nice.
But
And
this
a
is
year,
my
and
first
a
real.
year of that has been with us.
Yeah, this is my first real campaign, and then I have a tabletop game I play on once a month.
I hate those once-a-monthers.
Oh,
It's
no.
so much fun.
I mean, of course they're fun, but
I don't know if they're here. If they are, say hi. But
are you in the chat too?
I'm reading the chat actually right now,
Oh jeez.
and we have Shadow Kills 69S tells you Dexy, but will it go down once he gets laid?
Wait, what? What just happened?
If you get unconscious 4 times apparently he's weak, but will that go down when Dexy gets laid?
oh, you concern me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Instantly, automatically, the most hated. No problem.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll let them decide who's the most hated one, and it's going to be me because I'm the dungeon master and everybody hates the
I
villain.
forgot that. I didn't know.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. Lots of people like Matt Mercer.
15
That's
years? Shadow Kills? Shadow Kills 69's been playing for 15 years. What the fuck? Get up out of here with that shit.
I don't think any of us have been playing for that.
I wish I've been playing D&D for 15 years. I will in like 12.
Yeah. Right?
Got a little catching up to do.
Yeah,
well.
just a bit.
Oh well. Well, once again, thank you all for being here, both on this side of the camera and this side of the camera.
Yep.
We're all having fun here, and I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. I mean, even more so now than before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said that they might be able to help me out with because
with the OBS.
yeah. So that might be nice. But just to let you know, it's probably just my computer. This thing doesn't even Apple doesn't make the updates for this anymore. It's like, you're too old. Why don't you just spend like $3,000? So,
Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's
We'll-
what Apple's telling you that you're too old.
But, for those of you watching, spread the word.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 16 people who are viewing right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's just the four of us.
Fucking
showing
around with the camera lagging like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shooting
showing
the
us
shit.
that we actually have, we do have chemistry between
Yeah.
those of us who are here, and we promise we all have chemistry with each other. That's why we decided to do this.
Yeah, as soon as we turn the
And
cameras
now I'm
on,
not
we're
nervous to do this anymore.
Shadow is Ryan.
Hey,
Shadow is
no.
from you. Yeah.
Guys, I saw that.
Well, there you go. We're just making connections all over the place.
Yeah, and please don't be offended by any of the voices that I do for my character. I promise.
I think it's kind of understood throughout the D&D community that there's a little bit of overlap.
There's always going to be a bit of overlap whenever you do. I tend to do that one just for Aurora's sake.
You're my home.
That sounds like a nice thing. I don't think it is.
You're my home.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
That's Tommy.
I forget.
We're officially
I did.
a bilingual stream, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Positive.
I do have to say that after every game session, I almost lose my voice a little bit.
Donate to the Gorthok Camera Fund.
Camera fund.
Sentient honey.
Sentient.
Safe Gorthok.
I gotta be honest. It's gonna missing out on
Sorry.
Gorthok in physical appearance is gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult to miss out on Matt's face while he's going insane.
Oh. Shit.
Hopefully I get my camera situated at least after a couple sessions.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
The person who says the help with the OBS is actually one of my friends, so that's perfect.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Jump on something. I don't know. Send me a message.
I will grab Discord, so send me your Discord and I'll forward it on.
Wow. Well, I know that Ryan has a session here in about an hour.
I got an hour 15.
I'm probably going to step outside for a moment.
Same.
As it were. If you guys are interested in continuing this little chat here in a few minutes, then that'd be fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But
I can get everybody's names together.
But
That works for
catch me. Like I said, you can catch me though. I'm going to be stepping away until Wednesday. But if anybody wants to reach out, you can find me on my Twitter handle at Ryder0802.
And be sure to do so, especially if it's good stuff. If you have bad shit to say, then like
Please don't say it.
yeah, unless it's
I'm not
constructive,
going
then
to.
just firmly bend over and tell it directly to your own asshole, because you're gonna get more answers from that and a lot more satisfaction than trying to bug us with your negative bullshit. So Anyway, thanks for being here, Ryan. We appreciate it so much. I'm personally super excited for Wednesday. I think we might have a
Yeah,
few people. Who
as am I. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a fun night.
It's gonna be something else.
We're gonna be okay, guys.
It's not gonna be okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to another loading screen. Sorry for not having any music, but we'll probably be back for maybe another 25 minutes after that, and chat around and just kind of talk about character stuff and have a little bit of fun with it. But thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be in the chat room, bugging the shit out of you. So
I'll pop in and out of the chat room. So.
yeah. So be sure to jump in there during this little break, and we'll have a conversation and have some fun with each other. And besides that, we'll be back in just a minute. Once again, Ryan, thank you so much for being here. We love you.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Thank you guys for being
thank you.
here.
What I do.
And we'll be back shortly.
I try.
There we go.
I can't tell.
I can see,
I'm blind.
but there is
I'm
lag.
blind tonight.
It's
So
coming
it's
in.
like,
That's just gonna happen. Honestly, it was just a little bit of lag. I can still hear what was going on. It didn't really take much to figure things out with the lag.
Oh, there we go. Hey.
Cool.
Hey.
Oh God, they can still hear us.
Oh no!
Congratulations.
I know. Look,
And we're back.
And we're
Hi,
back. And I'm
I'm B.
still here.
Tyler. Ryan, our DM, is still here at writer 0802. We've got Aurora, our Air Genasi fighter paladin, and Gortha! I love it!
It never gets old.
It doesn't.
It never gets old.
We are all just still hanging out, just chatting about stuff, interacting with the chat.
Yes, we are.
I will say that hopefully within the next couple of weeks we will actually have character design so you know what we look like.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
With that, we'll have stat blocks up anytime.
Yeah.
Whoa! My audio is still on.
what do we got?
What was that?
That was
That was just Tyler re-upping the stream on his phone.
yeah. My phone was connected.
Okay.
So,
I was like,
see, that's why we need music playing during that little off session so I can know that my fucking
well,
shit is.
remember,
We got a question. Guys. What made you guys choose the characters that you are currently playing?
That's a good one.
We'll start with Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So,
You're on spot.
I was interested in being a caster who is also a martial type, somewhat, and started watching Campaign 2 of Critical Role and watched Hexblade, played by Travis Willingham, for a minute. And I was like, I kind of like the combination of shit going down here. And then I actually read about a warlock, and I was like, oh, spell slots. And then just kind of decided to push through that. I played a Hexblade Warlock in my original home game that my original character died in. I came back with a Hexblade Warlock for a few sessions, and I really like what you can do with them at later levels when played correctly and built correctly. So I just decided I'll go with a Hexblade Warlock. Try it out right this time, I guess. And I went half elf because I like the culture.
Because half elves rule the world, bitches.
Yeah, I mean it's the whole mixed culture thing. You're either accepted by everyone or you're hated by both sides. So so I went half wood elf. So kind of darker complexion. Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, it's not like straight. I mean it's like a light skinned black dude basically. It's that weird complexion where it looks like I could be super tan. Or I could just be a white guy, who's whatever. So just that kind of look. And I usually go with dreadlocks for all my characters. It's not really worth mentioning, but I thought I'd throw it in there. So he's dreadlock ponytail. That's why I picked him. Travis Willingham.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm really basic.
I'm not going to say it, but...
That's going to be our first emoji. I'm really basic.
No words, not ours. Let's put it out there.
I just really enjoyed... In one of my old sessions that really wasn't that good, I really enjoyed playing Fire Genasi, and Genasi just really interested me. And I went for Genasi, and I love watching dice camera action because I'm not into Critical Role like everybody else.
Oh! I know, it's
Heresy.
Blasphemy, I know. I love dice camera action though, and watching them play kind of inspired me to go with my character, which is an Air Genasi who really doesn't have that much of a tragic backstory. She just likes to protect people. Really basic.
I think the fact that you don't have a tragic backstory makes you less basic than most D&D characters.
It really does. No, it was good. And finally...
Orthok!
Yes.
So when I came in, my first question is always when I come into a new group is, okay, what do we need? What role needs to be filled? And everybody was like, oh, well, we kind of need buzz. So I was like, okay, barbarian!
Gorthok came in when it was still separate into the two teams. So, and Team B lost a lot of firepower, and they lost a lot of hitters.
This is true.
The front lines was Dexy and the Monk.
And that's it.
That was the front line.
Yeah, they told me they were super squishy at that moment. I was like, okay, we'll throw some meat on this bone.
Some meat and muscle on this.
So, I had Aura's character, Pixie, roll my stats for me.
I did good.
So, because I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going. She can roll it because I couldn't get to my dice at that moment, and I was just going to go with a half-orc barbarian because, crap, I might go down. I might be taking a lot of hits. So I thought, okay, half-orc barbarian would be perfect for this. And then she rolled my stats, and I was like, oh, how am I going to roleplay this?
Yeah. So it turns out Gorthok's actually fairly wise for his.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be so confusing whenever Gorthok is having like a solo moment and his character block pops up and everyone's like, oh yeah, he's going to be a bunch of single-digit numbers in these last three. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Stop and forgot that he was smart.
Yeah. Gorthok's actually smart. He's fairly wise, and he's actually fairly charismatic.
Yeah. No, she tries to be.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him at the brothel. He could be charismatic as fuck out there.
That's That's a story for the After Dark episode.
Okay,
Right? Plenty of innuendo, plenty of adult language.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Gorthok.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. It's an image nobody wanted, but now you all have it.
I rescind my endorsement.
No! And where's the kick button? Oh, there it is.
No!
Nephew, delete this.
You can't get rid of the muscle.
No, we're not getting rid of the muscle.
We couldn't live without Gorthok. Literally.
You know, a lot of you really can't.
Literally. Literally.
Looking at you. Looking at you, Dex.
I love how you looked over at me and then looked down at Aura when you said, "Look at you." I'm looking at you. Yeah, no.
Because how it's set up for me is Tyler, you're next to me. Gorthok's right below me.
Okay.
And then Aurora is right there in the corner. So.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Gorthok is the type he's always going to be trying to push him towards the front of combat. He's always going to try to be the spear, or the tip of the spear in any type of assault.
Ryan, I have a question that might want to be answered.
Okay.
Is the characters we're going to run into that we don't have time to explain, so like Kat, Alistair, all of them.
Oh, our lovely group of NPCs that have been mentioned. What would you? So where do we start? I guess we start with the captain. Captain Alistair Vane, who is currently with them. He is a human who is captain of the guard at Western. However, due to romantic interests from our bard, Evelyn, he was asked to join them on their excursion down south of the continent. So that's why he's there. Then we have Galen Tarth, who just goes by Gale, who I mentioned before. He's a high elven shadow monk. Very
enigmatic.
Character. What?
Very enigmatic.
Oh yeah, he's a very interesting character. So then we move on to Caldor, who is an Asimar ranger, who does not have a tongue.
Oh wait, right. I keep getting Caldor and Gale mixed up.
Cowboy does not have something because it was ripped out by a certain drow.
What?
What? Oh yeah, you know that?
I don't live in your notebook.
We all not paying attention.
Yeah. Cowboy doesn't have a tongue.
I did.
Yeah, that was
there was a period during that session though that I did blank out a few times. Like not blank out, but my connection I had to drop out. And I missed so much exposition. I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I'm not going to slow the game down.
So when it was revealed that Kaldor had no tongue because of his drow, he looked at Aurora's character the first time they met, never met before. He looked at her and he nodded, and he hugged her, and with a very coarse voice that he has, because he has no tongue, and he tries to talk. Look at him. Look at him together. Who else is there? Well, there's Clarissa that I spoke about before.
Who just popped in. It would be our 6th NPC, technically.
Technically, yes, but she's not really with them. There is... Oh, then there's the Turtle Druid. Balthazar.
My favorite!
There's Balthazar. Everybody's favorite, who's become quite lovable to these guys. He is a teenager Turtle Druid. He's a lot of fun.
He's only a teenager?
He's only a teenager.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Yep, we recruited a teenager.
Yeah.
From his father. His dad was like, take it. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
And with Gorthok's background, he was like, yeah, of course.
A teenage turtle is running around with us smoking that pipe weed he's got? Are you kidding me, dog?
Yes.
We gotta play after school special?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Great.
Then comes to our more interesting member of our NPC collection that is currently with them.
Valid.
A small orange tabby cat that Lexi found wandering the streets of Whitestone, and just because he told me, I want a cat.
I want cats.
I want a cat.
This is how this came about, because Tyler pulled me aside one day and was like, I want Lexi to find a cat.
Or learn Find Familiar. It was like one of these
It was
two.
one of the two, so I said, okay, fine. Roll.
Taking the magic issue, solve that issue.
And he stumbled upon...
Almost literally.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Literally, yeah, no, literally. You tripped over him.
No, I ran after him, and I was chasing after him, and I fell and slammed my face on the ground.
Yeah, and there he was. And he woke when Dexy finally woke up with this orange tabby cat. And I stared at him. And then, at first, it was through his head where he heard, so who the fuck are you? This little voice just came out of this cat's head into Dexy's. And he was so confused.
But happy.
And then happy. But still confused, because a cat shouldn't be talking.
Should not.
And here's where it got interesting. When they started poking about the cat with magics, they found out that this cat had been locked into being from this dwarf. This cat turned into a cat by, you guessed it, a drow.
Fucking danger drow over
here. Yep, and little cat Fallon has been living in Dexy's bag.
No, we said, well, okay, not the bag of holding, but yeah,
No, that's an actual bag.
See, we don't know what this is going to do, but we're going to try anyway. Get there!
You missed somebody, Ryan.
Yeah, there's another one besides Fallon.
He's useless, but he's with us.
Oh, yeah.
He's yet to do anything, but he's with us.
Well, that's Fallon.
If he's in the mood, you might be able to cuddle with him.
Not Fallon.
Not Fallon.
Not Fallon.
Okay, so he's never in the movie.
A certain individual that they met in the streets of Singorn.
Oh, that dude. This guy.
That guy.
Fucking Seizo's fucking apprentice.
Ezreal. Who's been introduced as just this street peddler.
Useless.
He's a fucking David Blaine
So far.
with a half
He hasn't
chub.
done anything.
Well, yeah. He also hasn't had much need to do anything.
Until the Battle of Byrodent.
Yeah,
where is he in Byrodent?
He's fucking getting his ass kicked and noticing that somebody's missing and
He's
noticing...
on the Western Front.
Yeah.
He's on the Western Front, and when...
Getting our people.
I think it was when Almanar called him through the amulets.
Yeah.
There were plenty of explosions happening. And he just, being as cold-hearted as he is, was like, yeah, one of them is missing. I don't fucking know who.
Yeah, I chalk that up to him being an asshole and him just having literally no idea who he's working with.
Well, to be
Even
fair,
after being
Wizards
in
do
the
have to. Wizards do have to memorize lost spells. If he's flinging a whole bunch of spells, I want to talk very short too.
It's a good point.
He hasn't been bothered to learn anybody's names yet because nobody's bothered to learn his.
Shadow says that's one dead cat.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, we'll protect this cat with her lives.
Everybody that they don't ask a lot of questions.
We don't. We're really stupid like that.
We don't. We go with the flow.
To be fair, I am playing the Barbarian Zealot. I don't ask questions, so you're pointing in the right direction. Okay, we'll go. Smash!
That is a utter...
But then there's a whole slew of other NPCs that we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Ignore me. I'm fixing my life.
We'll get to that when we get there.
That's for sure.
There's plenty of characters that have been introduced to the party that I hope that you guys do enjoy them as much as I've enjoyed making them, and hopefully as much as these guys have enjoyed interacting with them. Some of them are a bit out there.
Yeah. You mean your Avengers?
Some of them are a bit out there. Some of them are a bit wonky. But
Is my lighting any better now, or did I make it worse?
It doesn't look like I'm staring into a blazing sun, so...
Nice.
plus that.
Seems
Right?
fine. Damn. Is it Wednesday yet?
No, I wish.
Right. 2 days! 2 days!
Told you there'd be crossover.
Guys. And then we'll meet the rest of the ones that we've been talking about. They will have a chance to introduce themselves and describe their characters more in depth than we will get into these guys describing their characters visually once Wednesday rolls around.
We'll get to that. See, we've already got our own catchphrase.
I said it at the beginning.
Yep.
Going to hear me say,
Yep.
We'll get to that a lot.
Yep.
He does really say that a lot.
I really do.
Oh, yeah.
Like the void behind me, by the way.
Yes.
I am just in the void.
Definitely one of the Queen's Ravens there.
Would not be the first time you've been in the void.
I know. Well, fuck off.
Been about what? I'll say 3?
Yeah.
Look at these.
Can
we talk about Aurora praying really quick?
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
No, not counting that one. So, another thing that I try to do is that those who play holy characters in my games, I tend to make guides and Urdetsu, his patron, a bit more vocal than other people do. It's a bit wonky, I know, but yeah, for me, it's if your character prays for something or asks a question, you don't want a response. So I try to give them what I can.
Yeah, Aurora doesn't know what she's doing.
What's the brand on the...
Neither does Annabelle, though, so hey.
You got a zealot and another paladin.
Yep. Both
Yep.
And hey, Dexy doesn't know what he's doing either. So I mean,
We're
He has
good.
no idea what he's doing either.
Yep.
Hey, Gorfuck is trained in religion.
well, guys, I hate to cut this short because I really want to keep playing and talking and everything, but I'm going to do that anyway because
Yeah.
because I run this shit as far as the technical side goes. I can always die in game. That's a thing. But I can also always shut shit down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I'd be the last
Are
one
you
here
gonna
just
kill my
sitting like,
character? I think not.
I'd just be sitting here like, oh man. After everyone's gone, 18 hours into the video, just not moving, not eating. I can't believe I killed 3 characters in a row. But I want to thank everybody on that side of the camera for being here and hanging out and watching us and getting ready for what is going to be an amazingly fun campaign with these 9 incredibly unique and interesting individuals.
So unique.
We'll go with unique. I want to thank you guys for being here and hanging out and talking, especially Gorthok while you're doing the Lord's work.
My thing, yeah.
The Raven Queen's work.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're going to be live Wednesday night at approximately 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's approximately 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific Time, and you probably know how to fill in the gaps if you're in one of those other ones.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much for being here and listening to us and hanging out with us and keeping the conversation going. We will have an awesome show for you on Wednesday, and there will also be other updates coming for the games that I DM, the upcoming campaign 4 pirate campaign that will be DM'd, I assume, by Larry, CIK Wildpipe, and lots of other stuff as far as WD20 gaming goes. So be sure to stick around and follow and do that. Don't forget to follow Wellijuana on Twitch and Instagram. I'm B Tyler. You can follow me. Writer0802 is Ryan. You can follow us on our social medias. We'll have everybody's social medias up, but I don't give a fuck about your guys'.
Why not? It's funny.
But
put it out there.
yep.
Pixie_trashbag.
Pixie_trashbag on Instagram.
Yeah. I post a lot.
So she does, actually. I'm also, speaking of which, in the middle of my vlogging for a month thing on Instagram. So if you want to follow along with that, it's really stupid. But
Love
you
it.
may accidentally catch me being super stupid drunk or super stupid hungover. So that's fun. But we will be back with a lot more entertaining content before you even know it. For the last and final time, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love all of you so very much. If you guys have anything else, all right.
Special shout out to Shadow Kills for sticking around like the whole stream.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you
Joe.
so absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
thank
stay
you,
there
thank
all the
you.
time. Thank you.
Yes.
Spread the word.
There's always been at
That's
least 9
Christmas
people on the
time.
call. So to everyone who stuck around from like beginning to end, thank you.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Did not think it would get to double digits like it did.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
might
that's really
have
impressive.
to add a fan zone to our Discord server.
I think we may just.
We'll see how we go.
Or
Yeah.
start a new server, which isn't a problem.
Yeah, I'd say start a new server and yeah.
But anyways, I lied for the last time. Thank you guys. We will see you next time, Wednesday at approximately 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Ryan, Pixie, and Gorthok. Thank you guys so much. for
Do not
being
miss
here.
Gorthok or you will rage!
Thank you guys.
Be high. Next time.
We will
Bye,
see you.
guys.
Thank you. Have a good night. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye.